Hello and welcome to our channel, where we bring you the best stories and books from around the world. Today, we'll be talking about one of the most iconic books of all time, 1984, a dystopian social science fiction novel and cautionary tale by English writer George Orwell. In George Orwell's novel, 1984, the story takes place in a dystopian future where the world is divided into three superstates: Oceania, Eurasia, and Eastasia. The story follows the life of Winston Smith, a member of the Outer Party who works in the records department of the Ministry of Truth in Oceania's capital city of London. The world of 1984 is one of perpetual war, where the government controls every aspect of citizens' lives through pervasive surveillance, propaganda, and the manipulation of history. The party's leader, Big Brother, is worshipped as a godlike figure, and citizens are expected to demonstrate unwavering loyalty to the party and its ideology. Winston is a rebel at heart, frustrated by the oppressive regime he lives under and desperate to find a way to express his individuality and rebel against the party. He begins keeping a secret diary, in which he writes his thoughts and feelings, including his hatred for the party and his desire for freedom. Winston's rebellion is spurred on when he meets and falls in love with a fellow Outer Party member, Julia. Together, they begin a forbidden affair, secretly meeting in hidden locations away from the ever-present eyes of the party. As Winston's rebellion grows stronger, he becomes increasingly involved with the Brotherhood, an underground resistance movement that aims to overthrow the party and restore freedom to the people. Winston's mentor in the Brotherhood is the mysterious and enigmatic O'Brien, who promises to help Winston and Julia escape from the party's grasp. However, Winston's rebellion is ultimately crushed by the party's relentless oppression. Winston and Julia are eventually caught by the Thought Police, the party's secret police force, and subjected to brutal torture and brainwashing in the Ministry of Love. Under the relentless torture, Winston is forced to confess to a series of crimes he never committed, including betraying Julia and hating Big Brother. In the end, Winston's spirit is broken and he is fully indoctrinated into the party's ideology, demonstrating the ultimate triumph of the totalitarian regime over the human spirit. The novel ends with Winston's realization that he loves Big Brother, cementing his total submission to the party's power and control. The story is a powerful commentary on the dangers of totalitarianism, the importance of individual freedom, and the power of government to manipulate and control the masses. The theme of George Orwell's 1984 is centered around the dangers of totalitarianism, and how it can completely strip individuals of their freedom and individuality. The novel is a warning against the dangers of allowing a government or leader to have complete control over a society, and how such control can result in the destruction of the human spirit. Throughout the novel, Orwell presents the idea that the power of a totalitarian state lies in its ability to manipulate the truth and control people's thoughts. The party, led by the enigmatic figure of Big Brother, has complete control over every aspect of people's lives, from their thoughts and emotions to their daily activities. The party's slogan, "War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength," reflects the idea that the party's control over people's minds and the manipulation of truth can be used to justify any action or policy, no matter how heinous or unjust. One of the main themes of the novel is the importance of free thought and individualism. The party seeks to destroy all forms of individuality and independent thought, and replace them with a collective loyalty to the state. Orwell shows how this is achieved through the use of propaganda, censorship, and torture, all designed to break down the individual's sense of self and replace it with a blind loyalty to the party. The novel emphasizes the importance of individualism and the need to resist the temptation to conform to the will of the state. Overall, the theme of 1984 is the danger of totalitarianism and the importance of individualism, free thought, and memory. Orwell's warning is as relevant today as it was when the novel was first published in 1949, and serves as a reminder of the need to remain vigilant against the forces of tyranny and oppression. The characters in 1984 are carefully crafted to contribute to the overall themes of the novel. Here are some of the key characters and their development throughout the story. Winston Smith. The protagonist of the novel, Winston is a middle-aged man who works at the Ministry of Truth. He begins to question the totalitarian society he lives in and secretly rebels against the government. As the novel progresses, Winston becomes more and more disillusioned with the society he lives in and eventually becomes a victim of the government's brutality. Julia. Julia is Winston's lover and fellow rebel. She is young and passionate, but her rebellion is more focused on personal freedom than political change. Julia is ultimately caught by the government and tortured into submission. O'Brien. O'Brien is a high-ranking member of the party and seems to sympathize with Winston's rebellion. However, it is later revealed that O'Brien is actually a loyal supporter of the party and is working to entrap Winston. Throughout the novel, the characters are used to explore the themes of power, control, conformity, rebellion, and the nature of truth. In the end, the characters of 1984 serve to show the ways in which individuals can be manipulated and controlled by those in power, and the importance of fighting for freedom and truth. In conclusion, 1984 is a powerful and thought-provoking novel that depicts a dystopian society where the government controls every aspect of citizens' lives. Through vivid imagery and powerful symbolism, George Orwell creates a terrifying world that highlights the dangers of totalitarianism and the importance of individual freedom and autonomy. The novel's themes of power, control, manipulation, and resistance are as relevant today as they were when the book was first published. The characters, particularly the protagonist Winston Smith, undergo a profound transformation as they navigate the challenges and dangers of this oppressive society. Ultimately, 1984 serves as a warning against the dangers of unchecked government power and the importance of fighting for individual rights and freedoms. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel for more such videos.